Today on Excite Video Magazine, we removed the rear tire carrier from our JA11 Jimny. Hey guys, I'm Dustin. As I said in the previous video about the steering wheel switch, last week was the Valentine's Day special and I had two segments that I had to cut down in order to make the Valentine's Day special video a little bit shorter and improve the story flow a little bit. I still wanted to show both of those to you, so this one is the tire carrier removal. I really hope this is useful to someone. Let's do this and I'll be right back. We are getting rid of the tire carrier on the back of the Jimny. Only 3 bolts hold the wheel on, and we'll be using penetrating oil to deal with any seized bolts. I couldn't find my breaker bar, so instead we're going to use the world's biggest ratchet. Actually, this guy is a 3/4 inch ratchet, so probably some of you guys that are diesel mechanics or you work on buses or heavy equipment, some of you guys that work inside factories, no stranger to this, but this is actually the first time I've ever used this. I found it in my grandfather's garage, and I've been looking for an excuse, so let's try. Man, you don't even need it. These guys were barely even on there. Now I am going to paint this up. And, oh crap, I'm going to paint this up and fix it up a little bit nicer so we can put some big tires on it for when we want to go off-roading. But right now we have no use for it. Shino didn't like the design. The tire is dry rotted and there just isn't really a reason to keep it. These guys are rusted all to hell. So let's try to get some penetrating oil on these guys, because I know they are going to cause a problem. This guy's kind of going to be difficult to get. Oh, no, we're going to pull that down. We can get to him quite easily. 17. No. That's what I thought. It's 14. That one was just too unwieldy, man. This guy, oh, gotta turn him off. This guy's another old one from my grandfather. It's a proto. Man, these old protos are really awesome too. And I think the old hot rod guys usually call these pear heads. Cool thing about these old tools is they are almost indestructible. All right, we got one more here to get loose. Konnichiwa. And to be quite honest with you, I am a little bit afraid to see the condition of the metal behind this guy. If he's rusty, it's probably spread to the car. I hope not. I don't want to do too much rust repair. Nah, man, it's not so bad. There's just a little bit. But if you'll notice, I'll show you this real fast. These bolts are not so long. But I couldn't find an answer online to how long these bolts should be. I figured when I bought the bolts, it would be easier to cut them down than it would be to go out and buy longer bolts. So I bought them long. So we're going to try them, and if they're too long, we're going to go here with a hacksaw and we're going to cut them down. So let's just thread them in real fast and let's see what happens. There's a problem. Not with the length actually, but I didn't realize these were going to be fine threads. Usually everything uses the Japanese Industrial Standard, JIS, which would actually be this bolt, but sometimes auto manufacturers do use fine threads, and that's where we're at. So unfortunately, no dress-up bolts today. All right, we're just going to wash this nastiness right here real fast, or at least try to. And for right now, we're just going to put the factory fine threaded bolts back in there and tighten them down. If I had the judge, I would still say that that looks better than it did with the tire carrier on there. Shino wanted the naked look. I am going to kind of fix the tire carrier and restore it and get rid of some of the rust, because I do think when we go off-roading, it might be something that we want to put on there just as a safety precaution so that we don't get stuck out in the woods. But for daily driving, city driving, stuff like that, I think she's going to like the carrierless look a lot more. Now that it's stripped, it's looking more like Shino wanted it. If you watched the Valentine's Day special video, 1, you are a super fan and I appreciate it, and 2, you'll know that Shino really enjoyed it too, and that makes me really happy. Please like and share if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more content from my JDM car life and JDM life in general. Peace.